In this video, we will learn about OSI Reference Model. Beginning in 1947, the International Organization for Standardization conducted a program to develop general standards and methods of networking. In the late 1970s, the ISO introduced the basic model usually referred to as the Open Systems Interconnection Reference Model, OSI Reference Model, or simply OSI Model. OSI, Open System Interconnection, is a reference model for how applications communicate over a network. A reference model is a conceptual framework for understanding relationships. This model breaks down data transmission over a series of 7 layers, each of which is responsible for performing specific tasks concerning sending and receiving data. Here, the first layer, physical layer; second layer, data link layer; third layer, network layer; fourth layer, transport layer; fifth layer, session layer; sixth layer, presentation layer; seventh layer, application layer. The main concept of OSI is that the process of communication between two endpoints in a network can be divided into 7 distinct groups of related functions or layers. Here you can sending the data from one endpoint to another endpoint. You can cross different layers, and also you can adding the each and every functionality of the layer, and finally it reaches the destination. Now you can see the discussing 7 layers of the OSI model. The 7 open systems interconnection layers are: the first layer is physical layer. The physical layer coordinates the functions required to carry a bit stream over a physical medium. It deals with the mechanical and electrical specifications of the interface and transmission medium. For example, you can see copper media, twisted pair cable, and RJ45 connections. You can transmit the data from data link layer to physical layer by transmitting the data in the raw bits. Data link layer. The data link layer is main responsible for moving frames from one hop to the next hop, and also you can see different protocols and security aspects. The data received from the network layer and transmit to the physical layer, and also sender side and receiver side. The network layer. The network layer main responsible for source to destination delivery of a packet possible across network links. You can deliver the data and also it receives the data. Coming to the transport layer. The transport layer is responsible for process to process delivery of the entire message. Here the process is an application programming running on a host. A node to node delivery in a data link layer, host to host delivery in a network layer, and process to process delivery in a transport layer. Here the process to process communication done at transport layer. Next layer, fifth layer, the session layer. It establishes, maintains, and synchronizes the interaction among communication systems. Here the setup, coordinate, and terminates conservations between applications. Its service includes authentication and reconnection after an interruption. This layer determines how long a system will wait for another application to respond. And coming to the presentation layer. The presentation layer translates or formats data for the application layer based on the semantics or syntax that application concepts. This layer is also able to handle the encryption and decryption of the application layer requires. Application layer. The application layer is responsible for providing services to the user. You are using the different services and different applications are used to provide to the common users. Now you can see the summary of the entire layers. The first layer, physical layer. In a physical layer, you can transmit data in a bits format. In a data link layer, you can transmit the data from hop to delivery with respect to frames. In a network layer, you can transmit the packets from source to destination in a networking environment. Coming to transport layer, you can provide process to process delivery in a message format. In a session layer, you can establish, manage, and terminate the sessions. Coming to the presentation layer, to translate, encrypt, and compress the data. In application layer, to allow access the network resources. Thank you for watching this video.